Hello all listeners, today we are going to present the crude extract from bacteria from Rhizosphere soil of banana to inhibit Cryptothecum graciparoid, cause of anthracnose in chili. The members include Thanakon Phumpothingam, Phalapi Desakul, and Dr. Orawan Piyabun as advisor.
Today, chili was an important crop in Thailand. Every year, the country produced more than 300,000 tons of chili. It was not only consumed domestically, but also processed and exported, generated over 3 billion baht annually. However, one major problem that affected chili production was anthracnose disease, caused by the fungus Corynthia crassipyroid. This disease caused dark, sunken spots on the fruit and made the chili unsuitable for consumption or sale. As a result, farmers lost a large amount of their harvest. At the time, chemical fungicides like Benomil and Microcept were used to control this disease, but this chemical could harm both human health and environment. That's why there was growing interest in biological control methods. In particular, scientists focus on crude extract from bacteria, commonly found in nature, not hazardous to humans, and it could produce secondary metabolites that can help inhibit the growth of harmful fungi, including Colletotrichum graciparoid. Our objective was to develop crude extract from bacteria from rhizosphere soil of banana to inhibit Corynthia graciparoid cause of anthracnose in Chile. Our methodology: first we collecting sample rhizosphere soil of banana and isolating antagonistic bacteria. Next we preparing pathogenic fungi Colletotrichum graciparoid. Next is selecting antagonistic bacteria from rhizosphere soil of banana. Next, we extracting crude extract from bacteria from the rhizosphere soil of banana. And last, we measuring the efficiency of crude extract in inhibiting Colletotrichum graciparoid. First, we collected rhizosphere soil sample of banana from 6 positions, then performed serial dilution in sample soil and isolated bacteria from them using spread plate technique. Next, we observe colony morphology on nutrient agar culture and observe cell morphology and gram stain of antagonistic bacteria. This is the table that we show the location of each isolate. Samples were collected from 6 positions in total, and we got 10 of 10 isolates. This was the picture of colony morphology on nutrient agar plate that had 10 isolates. This was the cell morphology under the microscope. At 1000x magnification, we saw that the cells were cylindrical with round ends and appeared purple, so it was gram-positive. This was the table of cell morphology of antagonistic bacteria. We saw colony color, shape, margin, cell shape, and cell size gram stain of antagonistic bacteria, and we saw that most bacteria were bacillus. Second step, we preparing pathogenic fungi, Colletotrichum graciparoid. We received it from the Plant Protection Research and Development Office, Department of Agricultural. Then we grew it on PDA or Potato Dactyls agar at 28 Celsius for 14 days with 12 hours of light per day, and then brought it into the experiment. This was the picture on the left was the morphology of Colletotrichum graciparoid: white fiber, black spore, and orange spore that bound in reflective lumps. On the right was the cell morphology under the microscope. At 400x magnification, we saw that it was cylindrical with round end and had no color.
For the third step, we select antagonistic bacteria from the Rhizosphere soil of banana. In this step, we perform a dual culture test on isolate antagonistic bacteria obtained from first step. The dual culture test was the test in which we culture both of pathogenic fungi and antagonistic bacteria in the same plate, then measure the radius of growth pathogenic fungi compared to the plate which didn't have antagonistic bacteria or positive control. The difference were calculated into the percentage of inhibition and statistically analyzed. And in the next slide, we will see the results of each three treatment. And in the next slide, we will see the table of the percentage of inhibition of cholecystectin glycosylceramide in each treatment. And we can clearly see that the highest percentage of inhibition is 7.1. And that leads to the next step, which we are going to extract the crude extract from bacteria from the Rhizosphere soil of banana. In this step, we culture the most effective isolate in Newton board, then locally incubate it at 30 Celsius degree, 150 rpm for 14 days. And then we are going to centrifuge it at 8,000 rpm for 10 minutes. Then we bring the supernatant to extract with ethyl acetate in and then evaporate it using rotary vacuum evaporator, and then we got the crude antagonistic bacteria, which we will store at 4 Celsius degree. And this is the picture of the crude extract, with the weight was 0.92% of the Newton board culture weight. And next is the next final step. We are going to measure the efficiency of crude extract in inhibiting cholecystectin glycosylceramide. In this step, we will start with dissolve the crude extract in 1% volume by volume DMSO, and then we are going to perform the same dual culture test again. And then we are going to go to the same statistical analysis again. And then this is a picture of each three treatment. And next is the table of the result. We can clearly see that crude extract has a higher percentage of inhibition than the positive control.
In the discussion, antagonistic bacteria in rhizosphere soil could inhibit pathogenic fungi because it could produce secondary metabolites such like chitinase and beta-1,3-glucanase. Next, isolate antagonistic bacteria have wide range of inhibition efficiency because rhizosphere soil have high biodiversity richness. In the summary, we got 10 isolated and crude extract from bacteria from rhizosphere soil of banana to inhibit Cholecystochronium graciperoid cause of anthracnose in Chile. Our future plan is developed to a bioproduct used in agricultural sites. This is our reference and thank you for listening.